Hey everyone, welcome to the video and Happy New Year. We're gonna keep playing our defensive account today and just have enough keys to go 5 ER. We still didn't go back for any sort of offense, missing troop health, troop damage, and we'll open up 5 ER. It was still a back and forth since yesterday, chest collecting in rank 15, but that's okay in a season like this. When you have a tree where some of the really strong tech early on is having to backfill at 2 ER, 3 ER, 4 ER, you just have to wait a few days for defense path to really work. And even if we don't rank up right now, we can keep trying with some more tech, maybe flare, doom cannon. The main thing we're gunning for is that building health. So either way, we'll wait a few days to get there. But right now, let's make a 5 ER base and do a few hits. We'll try a base like this and see how it works. Got our first match over here. Looks like another 5 ER with similar tech. Doesn't have any offense boost. And we want to play it pretty safe, so we'll go everyone from just one side. Can maybe go from the right side over here. A lot of people have a base where buildings are along this wall. So if we do nothing, then I think the tanks might split down here and just go in every direction. But since we have squad leaders, once we get to this area, we can flare down these snipers just to move everyone a bit towards the top side. And hopefully get at least 2 ERs, maybe a third one. So just starting off with all our tanks. We'll delay the squad leaders quite a bit, because right now they'll just take unnecessary damage from mortars, snipers. And are pretty slow hits, but this is kind of the meta. At least if we're going full defense. Go ahead and drop the heavies now and let them go. We can flare down that boom cannon, because right now it's going to one-shot the tanks. Not worrying too much about this cannon here, other tanks are going to get it. Then using the squad leaders just to get these far snipers. They'll get both of these guys down. And then we can move everyone, at least a meat shield, a bit further on the right. We'll go with the Zook Fan too. Hopefully it stays out of range. And now those heavies doing a bit more distraction. Zook Fan probably gonna die, but a little bit more damage. Just a few boom cannons left. Might be okay getting one more ER. And also will speed up a fair amount of these tank hits, especially towards the end. Here we just got a few left, 4 tanks. Only trying smoke because it lets the tanks shoot all at once. But since we're both going there, it's just gonna die out and we'll only get 3 ERs. Though it looks like our base held off. And we'll keep on going. Here we got another match. And pretty similar base. Also no offense tech, so 5 ERs, boom cannons. We can try pretty similar kind of hit, but maybe take one extra heavy. Just to distract those cannons a little more. So bringing one more heavy, and still just 5 tanks on the right side. At 4 ER we did have to make the decision whether we want to keep going for defense and 5 ER, or get some more offense. It might be a bit more boring, the path we're taking, but it's only for right now. Again, the defense tech just gets better the more you go into the season. And especially those who are trying it out for the first time can see how it feels. If you're not a fan, then just let me know in the comments. Maybe you can keep on doing more offense paths next season. We'll flare the squad leaders to this sniper, just to kill it and keep everyone on the right side. And now moving the meat shield back. There's a good number of tanks on the right side. We can save the Zook fan just a bit. Was thinking about moving him to the bottom ER, but that boom cannon's in range. So we'll just keep him to the right side. Trying to keep him alive behind the other heavies. So could be bringing that extra boat of heavies helped out. Because now we should get this ER. Maybe even a bit more. And the Zook fan is dead. But after this ER, the tanks should just start clearing the rest of the base. Just one BC on this side. And that's kind of cool. Tanks are shooting across the gap. We're doing a few smokes just so the tanks catch up. And then the boom cannons didn't shoot all of them. They'll kill this sniper and just finish off the base. A whopping 119 time. But it's also a win. Here we got another match. And same defense tech. So here, all the ERs are in the corner. Could maybe try tanks from the left side. But even the right side could work too. I think we might end up doing that. Even though there's no boom mines, all these small mines add up. So we'll do 5 tanks over here, and still keeping those 3 heavies. Get started on the meat shield first this time, then waiting a bit for that Zook fan. And we'll do the very last heavy once the other one's almost done. For whatever reason, that one tank wants to go left, but just one of them. And then see how it is over here. Might use that Zook fan to flare down some cannons. We'll just wait a bit for it to catch up. And we can start on this left cannon over here. Some other heavies catching up. He's not going to do much, but a little extra damage on those boom cannons. But still a lot more to deal with. We'll just watch the tanks go. But if those BCs pick them off, then not much we can do. And looks like this might be too much of a fizzle. Especially with this boom cannon alive. But for right now, it's how it is. Our next tech is Flare though. And once we have Flare, you can just imagine moving everyone to the left side, even all heavies. And knowing it's going to get better on that end. Cause that's still a pretty good offense going at 5 ER. Got 15 over here. Yet another defense player. Can try going from maybe the right side. That boom cannon is almost out of range, so hopefully at least one ER on the far right. And since there's a big distance for the tanks to go, we can just drop them right now. And maybe when they're around this area, start dropping the heavies. We'll go with the normal one first this time, since using the squad ones for an ER. Tanks alone probably aren't going to get anything, but again, we're using the squad leaders for one ER on the far right. Can drop both of them now. Don't think I've ever had to speed up a vid this much, but it's how tank hits are. And just this kind of season. We got the Zook fan on the right side. In fact, we might try flaring down this boom cannon, because if that one's dead, then they can get a lot more than just one ER. We'll start moving him back. He's basically the only troop we can flare. And right now should get, I would say, at least 3 ERs. And we can try over here, flaring down that BC again. If it's not gonna die, it's also okay. Still got 3 ERs on the base. And gonna be on percentage. Taking that win. Now I'm sure maybe with a grind, gold is possible, but it isn't too much of a big deal right now. Even though last season it was easier to hit gold on maybe end of first day, second day. Seasons where you're really committing to one path, it's kinda different. So now our next steps are getting flare, rockets, and then doom cannon, all the way going to that building hill. After that, then deciding whether we want to backfill for other stuff or keep on going ahead. Just that investment we're putting forward right now, hoping it's going to pay off in the long run. And that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.